Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to brainstorm on a situation like when a person feels there's a lot of struggle in his or her life, when there's a constant sadness in a person's mind, like two or three things must have or multiple things might have gone wrong, and now the person feels that this is the end of life, and there's a deep sadness which is uh, hidden in the life. They actually do not know what is the reason behind this. They do not feel like doing anything. The life becomes meaningless. So this is all the situations which happens. We are going to brainstorm on this, why this happens, and what is the cause of this, what is the root cause of this, and what is the permanent as well as temporary solution to it. Okay. So normally there's a phase in most of us. Normally there's a phase which I guess most of us have experienced, in which we feel that life is like a struggle for us. We're hit by we're being hit by multiple circumstances that have led us down. Some people might have experienced that they do not like this. They might have uh, developed a sense of disgust with themselves, like, or even a dislike with themselves. They do not like themselves, or they're not now much proud of about themselves. So this is the feeling. And why this actually happens is that, like, for example, if we are trying to attempt something, uh, we have decided, like for example, we have decided to go for a walk for 30 minutes daily for a month. Now what happens is that after a certain for first week, it is possible that for the first week we are going for a walk every day. But after a certain period of time, when the task gets monotonous, then we leave this. So now a sense of what do you say, um, dislike comes in a mind, especially to ourselves, that we cannot do this. We have tried for this, but we cannot do this, or I am not doing well. I'm not i'm not trying to put up myself. So all these things come up, and the sense of pride, the sense of pride and the sense of confidence lacks. Slowly and slowly this degrades. So this is the actually root cause of this. And if multiple things are going wrong in a life, so there's no longer, like, there's a passion or there's a fire that we can handle any of the situations. But gradually and gradually, if we are trying to attempt them, and we're not, uh, in our mind, if you have set a bar, like for example, if I'm facing something and I've set a bar for myself, that if I work for 7 to 8 hours to solve this problem, then only I'm capable of, then I only am capable, or else I'm not up to the mark. So I've set a bar for myself. Then if I'm not able to give 100%, if I'm not able to work 7 to 8 hours for a particular task, like for example, if I've started a business, if somebody has started a business, now initially they would have thought that I would be giving 7 to 8 hours per day. Now, due to certain circumstances, they're not able to give 7 to 8 hours per day, or if they're not feeling like giving a certain time to that business. So what happens is that a sense of guilt comes in our mind, or a sense of dislike comes in our mind, that I already tried this, but I am not capable of doing anything. So this feeling comes, a sense of hatred. This is actually very subconsciously embedded in ourselves, that a sense of hatred comes in ourselves, that I do not like myself anymore. It is possible for these type of people that they show to the world or they show to the friends, like they're very happy, they're very confident, they're very energetic towards, they're very bubbly towards things. It is very common that if a person has a sense of hatred or a sense of dislike for himself or herself, then that person will definitely show that he's very cheerful, he's very happy with the life, he's very bubbly. Most of the time it happens just because they have a conflict going on within. Now when they are actually trying to showcase that they are having a very happy life to others, so that they can get united with others, they can have a patch up with others, because inside of their mind there's a struggle, there's a conflict, constant conflict, or a constant dislike which is going on. Now they wanted something to fall upon, so that's why they're trying to patch up with. So they're trying to patch up or trying to get involved with others so that first of all they can suppress their sense of loneliness or the sense of conflict or hatred which is going inside their mind or inside their mind or emotions. And second thing is that they want someone to fall upon. So yeah, so this is a situation. Now the reason, the root cause behind this is, if um, the first root causes I would mention is that mind has a habit that if 10 things are going right, but if two or three things or even one thing is going wrong, then the mind is automatically focused to one thing which is going wrong. Why this actually happens is that there's a inbuilt uh, okay, so this actually happens that mind is always focused towards negative things which is happening in our lives. This actually has a very I would say a very the reason behind this, the why is always mind always focused towards negative things, is that there's a inbuilt nature of mind that it has to protect the body at every cost. The nature has embedded this intelligence into the mind to protect the body for every danger which or every threat which it can see. So whenever there's a negative thing which is coming up towards, which is coming up, for example, there are 99 things which are going right, but there's one thing which is going wrong, the mind will automatically shift all of its focus to one thing, because the nature has embedded an intelligence into the mind to protect the body. Now it is seeing a threat which or a danger which is coming towards mind or body, so that's why it is focusing all its energy and channelizing all its energy towards that one task which is going wrong. So first of all, this is the reason that why why our mind is constantly in struggle, because the events are not in our hand. So sometimes the events can be good, sometimes the events can be bad, and in a life we cannot assure that everything is going to be good, because the circumstances are not in our hands. So that's why if it's life, now or then it is possible that certain things will automatically go wrong, the certain situations which are not in our hands, so that will automatically go wrong. So now how we have to train our mind is that whenever we are trying to attempt something, um, the solution to this one particular problem is that the mind always sees negative first, negative more than positive things. So how we have to train is that, like for example, if we have decided that we go for a walk for a month, and we have gone for a walk in the entire month for about 2 days or 4 days only, like we have taken a gym membership and we have gone in that gym only for 10 days. um, so rather than focusing and and saying inside our mind that we are a loser, we don't like ourselves, and we cannot do anything, we cannot lose weight, we cannot do what we want, because we have only went for 10 days rather than going for 30 days. Try to shift this conversation which is going automatically inside your head to something like, oh, it's okay, I have never went to a gym. Now I've started for a gym membership and I went for 10 days. So shift your focus, or try to shift your attention to whatever things which you have done, whatever the positive things you have done for yourself, rather than seeing, okay, it's a very I guess it's very common quote, always try to see that the glass is half full rather than half empty. So try to shift your focus and try to change the words which are automatically coming up in your mind to that, at least I went for 10 days, at least I have that capability, I have that passion to change the course of actions in my life which are going on. Even if you try to change your life, even for a bit, even for a single bit, if you're trying anything, uh, then try to praise yourself, or try to at least be confident, try to at least praise yourself regarding this, that you're trying at least to change the course of actions in your life, you're trying, because it's a harsh truth that 99% whatever 99% people in the world do not know how their life, what is the course of action in their life. things are just going on, and they do not even know how their life is going on. The things are just passing, and those days are passing, everything is going on. They do not have so they do not have any idea that what is actually going in their life. So if you're doing something, try to so it's actually relative. Try to go for the things which are negative, try to lower them. That, for example, if you haven't, if you have a fight with someone, with if you have a fight with your if you fight with your husband or wife, or a boss, try to say the things like, this is normal, this happens not only to me but to everyone else. This is very basic and normal. And if you're trying to do something which can be good to yourself, like for example, if you're trying to attain a specific skill so that you can enhance your skill level and can be an asset for the company and can even help yourself to grow in your career, then try to praise yourself that to a very higher extent. Try to maximize this, whatever you're doing, and try to lower whatever negative is happening in your life. So yeah, this is the trek for one thing. We'll discuss the other in next video. Thank you so much for watching me. So at the end, I'm just trying to summarize this, whatever I have said. So the thing is that uh, sometimes there's a feeling of loneliness, or there's a feeling that some everything is going wrong with me. Uh, Especially when this happens, when there are three or four things which have gone wrong in a row, or simultaneously three or four things in a life have gone wrong. So at that point of time, it naturally comes in our mind sometimes that everything is wrong, nothing is left in my life. My life has gone meaningless. It's all struggle, nothing is going good. um yeah. And this all happens, if I may include, then yeah, there's a deep sense of loneliness or a deep sense of sorrow which hits us deep within. We are not even aware of, but we start feeling low, or we start to disliking our life. The life becomes monotonous and all these things. The root cause of all this is that um, mind has the nature to focus on the things which go wrong. This is actually because like for example, you might have noticed, if there's a if something has struck in your teeth, if something has as a struck into your teeth, then automatically the tongue goes always to that place. So this is because our attention or our focus shifts from entire body to that one place where something is struck. So this is actually the nature of mind, to focus on the thing which is going wrong. This happens because mind has been bestowed, or it's the duty of mind, which is being bestowed by nature, to protect the mind, to protect the body at every cost. So that's why it's always focuses on the thing which is negative, so that it can protect the body from the things which are going wrong. But so the solution for this is that, first of all, channelize or analyze sorry, analyze the things which are happening in your life. um like for example, if three or four things are going wrong in a row, then calculate the percentage. Like for example, if somebody is behaving rudely to you, or somebody, your boss is very rude to you, try to say this, that this happens to everyone. And if the percentage is 30%, try to make it in your mind that it's 10% or almost zero, that this happens. Okay, this is very normal and this happens. And if you are doing something for yourself, here's a crack, that whatever is happening to you should not be included. Like if something is going, if certain circumstances are there, if something is going is happening very good to you, certain there's a series of good events which are happening to you, it's my personal advice that do not try to be happy or do not try to be sad with the events which are happening to you. The crack is that whatever is happening to you, don't get happy or sad with that. But if you're doing something to better your life, always feel happy and proud about that. If you're doing, even if you're putting even 5% or 10% of your efforts to make your life better, try to make this at 90% or 80% in your mind. So yeah, this is relative. If something is going wrong, try to make it to 10%, 5%. If you are putting any efforts from your side, try to put it at 80% to 90%. And one last thing, do not be this is just my personal advice, that if something is good happening, if something is good happening to you, don't try to change your emotions accordingly. Try to be at try to be like this, whether it's a good event or a bad event, because these events are not in your hands. But what is in your hand is what you can how you can what you can do better to your life. Like if you're learning a skill, if you're trying to prioritize your life, if you're trying to prioritize your things, if you're trying to focus on your life, so this is all you are doing. So try to be happy even if you're putting 10% or 20% effort in that. But if something is good happening to you, like for example, you have got married, if that's good, or you have got a promotion, or you have a very career breakthrough, if you have cleared an exam, don't try to put this inside your mind. Don't try, don't let it get into your head, means that what I should say.